Hi guys, Steve-O back at you. I'm cooking up some goodies here. We gotta feed some bees tomorrow. I'm gonna do some splitting tomorrow. I guess Martin is gonna join me. I'm gonna pick him up tomorrow and we're gonna run over to that other yard, start there. And time allows, we'll come back to the base camp and split some bees here. And then take back over to that yard. Yeah, but so right now, I'm mixing up a batch of goodies here. I got a little insulin needle here. And I just sucked up just a little bit of wintergreen here. So we'll go over here to the syrup tank. And we're going to squirt that in there. Into the syrup tank. Back in here to the bee lab. Let's put this lid on before we spill stuff all over. Waste product. What do we have here? Oh yeah. I got this online, Amazon. Little tea tree action. Suck up a little of this. Wonderfulness. I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, quarter teaspoon. I'm just guessing. There's no rocket science here, guys. No rocket science to this. Yeah. I kind of squirted that on the wall, so let's get it right in the bottom here. And when I dump my first bucket of water, and I'll splash it up on that wall to wash that down. So what else have we got in our little witch's brew here? Put our tea tree up. Let's get Butterfingers as always. I'm dangerous sometimes with these Butterfingers. Okay, what do we got now? A little camphor. Yes, a little camphor action. And basically equal parts of each. Like I said, I just wing it. No major rocket science here. So this is my mite checking equipment here. I got all those beetle barns ready to rock and roll. This is Wednesday, by the way. I actually could do bee work today, but I'll wait till tomorrow. It's fine. Clean out your syringe. They'll last forever. And I just kind of store it up here with some of my other goodies. Okay, let me get a couple of buckets ready to go. Yeah, alrighty guys, let's do a little tape measure. I don't want to haul a whole 5-gallon bucket. We're going to do this a couple of times. This syrup tank can hold quite a bit of stuff. But you don't want to get too crazy because you don't want your sugar syrup to be sitting around too long. It'll start turning to vino. Yeah, we don't want that. So we're not going to get too nuts here. You can always, if you got overkill, you can always dump in a bucket, throw some pine needles out and set it out for, you know, a feeding. So everybody can come and get it, but you're probably going to be feeding neighbor bees. I'm going to bring this one up here to, what have I got here, 9 inches? Yeah, 9 inches here. So I'll make a mark here at 9 inches. We'll make a mark here at 9 inches. Again, no rocket science here. That's all the material I want to haul. So we got one for sugar, we got one for water, hot water. Okay. Alrighty guys, here's I just keep my sugar, and here in Florida you about have to do this. I got little ant moat cans underneath this thing, and all it is basically is a cat food can with a little square block of PT wood. I silicone it in. I don't know if I've got one here or not, handy or not. I don't see one. But anyway, yes, well, here's basically one right here, block. It's PT. And I silicone it in the bottom of a cat food can like this one here. And then I put a little piece of flashing on top of it. A little piece of flashing on top of it, just like so. And then I set the hive stand on it. The little flashing keeps the rainwater out, but in this scenario, they're already on there. I just staple it with one staple. I just put one staple right there in the center. And then I fill it with used motor oil. You can use transmission fluid. I usually buy, if I don't have used motor oil, you put a little transmission fluid in. That stops any ants getting into your sugar and stuff. And then I got a metal can. What's the beauty of this is I used to store my sugar over here. I'd buy 1,000 pounds at a time, and I'd put it down on plastic, but the moisture in the barn here would get into those bags, and that stuff would start getting hard on me. This can works absolutely fantastic. This thing goes through winters out here. It goes through summers, high humidity, no humidity. It don't matter. It stays great. You just put a heavy duty contractor's trash bag in it. Yeah, and put your sugar in. I got a big old feed scoop here that I use, metal feed scoop, and you see here I brought it up to my sugar up here to this line right here. Yeah, I'll put in 2 of these sugars and 2 waters just like that. Alrighty, I've got my water going here. Got it up to the line. This is hot as I can get right off the tap. It's pretty hot. She's pretty hot, so she's ready to go. Okay guys, here at the tank. Same scenario at this tank here. As you can see, I've got it's on a platform. It's got 4 cans underneath there. So we'll just dump in our first one here. This by the way, this tank I got from Michigan Martin. He'll be with me tomorrow working bees. And the idea with the cat food cans, that's his idea, not mine. So let's give credit where credit is due for that. So all I do is, there's no switch here. I just plug it in. And I had some oil slung over here, so we'll just kind of wash it down. Wash that oil down with that hot water. Start putting our sugar in. Boy, it smells good, guys, I'm telling you. With those essential oils in that, just that little bit of oil in there, guys, man, the fragrance on that is just beautiful. The bees will love it, and the mites will hate it. Yeah, this getting low here on sugar. This Bidenomics is really getting into all of us farmers' pockets. Thanks, Joe, but it's, you know, come on, guys. If you guys actually think that Joe caused this, you may only have 2 brain cells left. and they're short-circuiting, okay? Yeah. This Bidenomics, there's no way that this is Joe's deal, okay? No, this is not Joe doing it. We know who the kingpin is here, don't we? Don't we, guys? We know who's causing this mess here. Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the freaking barrel here, guys, on my sugar program. I don't know what it's going to cost me, guys. I'm thinking 70 cents plus per pound. And that is crazy. That's called crazy. Look at this sugar, guys. It doesn't lump up. You got a little lump here, it's nothing. If I just laid bags over here in this barn, these lumps would be hard as a frickin', you'd need a hammer to bust them up. Here you don't. So get you a metal barrel, line it with a heavy duty trash bag. If you're gonna store sugar, feed bees. If you're gonna be a beekeeper, you're gonna be buying this sugar, this high-end sugar. This is called what I call Obummer sugar. Yeah, baby. Okay, guys. Always put in your water first. I got a bunch of jars. I need to Clorox clean up, get them ready. Got a big batch here, syrup. This is gonna work great. All we got here, guys, is a 1/4-inch ball valve. It's all 3/4. You can do this with any submersible pump, because you're just running liquid, you know. And just reduce it down. I converted it. It's all plastic here, but we put a bushing in and converted it over to 1/4-inch ball valve. And as you can see, it puts out fast. Yeah, she puts it out fast. Let this mix for about 10 minutes. Make sure you rinse everything out. Everything out that's got sugar in it. If you're in Florida, otherwise you're gonna have a monkey ant fest from hell, okay? Yes. Steve-O, he's got a bunch of frames here. Quite a bit. I've got some unassembled. I'm incorporating this year too into some wire frames like you see here. Nice tight. I put eyelets in so it doesn't cut into the wood. You about need these in here. And this is probably not necessary, but I do it for shizits and giggles. I put a piece of hemp string in here. I drilled a hole here and passed it through, stapled it twice, pulled it down here, pulled it out, stapled it twice. Then I heat up the wax pot, which is just a you know, slow cooker and melt beeswax, and I paint it on with a brush. And that's it. You got 4 wires in there. Them bees will pick up, they'll start here and just travel on down. If they got a flow coming in, they'll make you the prettiest stuff here you ever seen, guys. And this is great also if you put them on a honey flow, so like a good crop of honey, whether it be up north on you know, clover or whatever. And here in Florida we have a little orange left. We've got gallberry, palmetto, tupelo honey. In the fall we have pepper honey, which is, as far as I'm concerned, I like pepper honey. Some people don't care for it, but I like it. I don't eat much of it. I also put a W on the top, so a quick reference. You know, it's a wire frame, okay? So I've got quite a few of those. I've got some more there. I got some Plasticell ones. I'm not going to, I was prepping them way ahead of time with wax. But the wax moth come in, even though it's painted, they'll come in and make a flipping mess out of it. I got to go in and pop out all those in there and fire up my pressure washer and pressure wash all of those and redo them. So, you know, you want a cheap way to go, you can put these in, but always install these in between a full sheet. Say a filled out sheet of brood, honeycomb, whatever. Don't just put a bunch of these in. They will make a horrible mess out of everything. You'll have this stuff all stuck together. It'll be a flipping mess. So just put these incorporate these as you go. You can put in, you know, plain here, I mean a full sheet here, a full sheet here, set this in the center. You can move over in the box, do it again if you like. And yeah, and that way too, if you want chunk honey, you can cut the wires on the ends and pull that wire out and use your cutter, your 4-inch cutter, and cut comb honey out of them things. Works out pretty good. I'll be incorporating these wire frames in quite a few of them this year because they do make beautiful a beautiful foundation on those. Okay guys, here's a bunch of dirty barns here. They're all plugged up with propolis, as you can see here. See, they're getting plugged up with propolis here. Entrance is getting all jammed up. So throw them in the freezer for about an hour. I've got all these ready to go for tomorrow. They're all cleaned. They're reloaded with gel bait, roach gel bait. So what I'll do here is clean up my jars here, and then I will take these 2 buckets. I'm only going to have like 8 hives over there. 7, 8 hives, whatever was over there. And so I'll take 8 jars with me. So it's kind of a good way to haul your jars. You can put them in buckets and they're not rolling all over the place. And this is just the way I roll. So I'll sit here on my little beehive box here, and I'll sit here and fill my jars, a nice comfortable seating. And this is kind of the way I roll with it. Yeah guys, this works kind of nice. I'm sitting here comfortable height. I'm on my beehive deep box here. And you can see how fast this little valve works to set up. Always take and look through the light on these. I just put one small, I melt a hole in with a little, well, just a T-pin is all I do. I take a blowtorch, I have a little propane torch, I heat it up cherry red, and just melt this one small hole is all you need in these lids. You don't need to get crazy. I have some lids with 8-10 holes in them, but it's not necessary. One hole is God's plenty. So I just put all my jars on top of the tank here. Wow, the fragrance on that essential oils is great, guys, I'm telling you. The bees seem to like it, too. And varroa mites hate it. Viruses hate it. And mold hates it. you won't get so much mold in this sugar tank here, syrup tank. I have put in a little dribble of bleach in here. It doesn't hurt them. I noticed Bob Benny does it too. A lot of people, oh, you're gonna screw up their gut flora doing that. Well, I don't know if it does or not, but I haven't noticed any major problems by doing it this way. So this little operation moves along now quite nicely. So if you guys get into bees and you get more than, say if you get more than 5 colonies cooking or 10 colonies cooking, rig yourself up a tank like this and save yourself a bunch of headaches. 'Cause I used to take and fill my 5-gallon bucket up halfway with sugar, and then I would go in and top it out with hot water, and then I'd stick my hand down there and hand mix it. Well, let's just call that a pain in the ass, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna have, I don't think I'm gonna need more than 7 of these jars over there. So I think that's gonna be enough at that other bee yard, because I'm gonna be hauling a lot of bees. I'm gonna leave some there on site. I'm gonna quickly go through my bees over there. Martin and I are gonna go through those bees over there, scan through them fast. We're not gonna waste a ton of time looking for queens. What we're gonna be looking for is separating brood and eggs, and whatever food resources they have. If they're in a single and there's a queen in there laying good, she's going on the truck and coming back here to base camp. If it's a double stacker and there's plenty of brood top and bottom, and then hopefully there's still some leftover fall honey, because I never pulled no honey off of these bees, none. But right now, this time of year when they're sucking it up, they're going to be tearing those caps off, and they're going to be sucking up that honey because they're going to get into spring breeding season. So watch your bees. You can lose a lot of bees right here in the spring because they're tearing themselves open. They're sucking that honey out of there like a shop vac to make more bees. So you got to be vigilant there. So hopefully we have those double stackers. I don't think there's 3 stack high over there, but there is. That's wonderful. We got more stuff to play with. So the idea is to, if I see a queen in a box, we're going to take her, load her on my truck, bring her back to here to base camp. We're going to put a for sale sign on her. Make sure that hive is packed out with everything: queen, brood, bees, frame of honey. Then we put a for sale sign on that puppy. All right, and we want something that looks good. We're not going to sell any junk. We're going to sell good queens, look like they got a good laying pattern. So that's all I got for you today, guys. See you tomorrow. Be happy, be strong, and don't, I know you're gonna have to start buying some old bummer sugar. Don't blame me for the price of that, because if I was in charge, guys, I'd put on every sugar bag not for human not human food. How's that? These left wingies have just about got me nuts, guys. I can't even speak anymore. Anyway, yeah, not for human consumption. Honeybees only. I'm gonna stamp it right on the bag, guys. So you might, if you're a cookie eater, this might not be a good thing. But anyway, enough of the silly talk. If it was if I was in charge, we'd be paying about 10 cents a pound for sugar, okay? 10 cents a pound, yeah. Yep, But I'm not in charge yet. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's stop talking about depressing stuff, and let's be thinking of lots of bees to make you happy. Please. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.